Mm-mm. Hey, love bugs, it's Roslynn back at you one more again. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family, just thank you so much for the love and support. It's so greatly appreciated. So, namaste, love and blessings, love and light. And many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, what are you waiting for? Like and subscribe, hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Make sure you hit the all so you know when I'm uploading all my videos. And if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video, or you're just up to me about your empathic gift, how it impacted your life and heading you towards a positive direction. If you feel like the video is uplifting to you, give you good vibes or inspiration that you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath or going through trying times at the moment and needing spiritual guidance, confirmation, or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give your girl a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. And I hope you're able to, resonate with the content of my video. The YouTube channel I'm using today is called Musically Zen, and the music I'm listening to in the background is called Indian music to heal the soul, invocation of inner light, and I will post their link in the description box below. And the video I'm doing today, y'all, it just seems like a lot of people are going through this. So I said, you know what, let me go ahead and do a video on this. As soon as I said that, they're going to start flashing. Twin Flame 101, Heyokas. When people that come to constantly distract, tell them, thanks you. LOL. It is so true. A lot of times we can go through different things in our lives where people are constantly trying to block, people are constantly trying to piss you off, belittle you, disrespect you, just doing anything to take you out your element of peace. You have to tell them mother suckers, like my mama say, the mother suckers, thank you. They are breaking you out of patterns that are no longer needed in your life. You don't have to react to everything that is coming your way. You can see that mess and just like, ooh, I'm going to let you just keep passing by because you're not even on the same element of energy I'm on. I'm all about, allowing myself to get in better, allowing myself to free myself from what is no longer serving me. All these things are dissolving through the changes you're making, through the focuses you're making, through allowing yourself to let go and forgive. You have to be able to show compassion towards folks like that because those are your daggone fans in denial. It's just like I keep going. Every time I keep opening a new social media, site to go share my positive, actions, here comes the negative trying to be inconspicuous. Like, oh, let me see where I can go ahead and block her at. Hey, she doing this and this and that. And it's just like, it is what it is. But you know what? I'm going to say thank you because of the things that I got put through with them distractions. It has got me so much out of my element of comfort. You have to be able to see it as that was more of a blessing than hindrance to you. What they're doing is trying to hinder you, but don't know they're hindering themselves. Whatever you push out has eventually going to have a ricochet of coming back in full circle. That's why you don't even allow yourself to, go to somebody's level like that. You could be going through a nasty breakup. You could be going through a nasty divorce. You're going somewhere where you may be quitting a job and you already see, oh, okay, they just really trying to keep some stuff going. You have to allow yourself, as soon as I said that, somebody must be going through that. But I know I'm going through certain things like that. And it took me a long time to see my traumatic experience on everything that I've gone through as a blessing, because it's like I opened myself up for a lot of things that I kept covered for a long time because I thought I was the issue when I was the issue over things that I had you mad at me because of who I got, in conception, and I'm like, look, you have problems with my mom's ovaries and my dad's, baby gravy, whatever you want to do. But it's just at that point, it's more of a blessing to me than anything because it's like, for me, doing my YouTube videos just for me trying to, be able to connect with my dad's biological family after his passing, or trying to find, connect with my mom and find her. All these different things has opened me up to a world that I had no clue on. You had to go through those different traumas in your life for you to find out who you were at a deeper point of view in your life. And it's like, yes, we have all gone through things. Yes, we're still going through things. Every day, you're taking that chance to either heal or you're allowing yourself to repeat. Those are the two things we're going through right now. And with this shift and everything going on through a pandemic, that's already a lot as it is. Because it's like you're dealing with low frequencies through people being sick, people being depressed because they're seeing their family and friends being sick, they're passing away. All these different things are going on. And it's like they don't want you to be hard on yourself, but allow yourself to reset, allow yourself to back up and see what's really taking place in your life. And it was like, I get to that point where I felt like it's not fair. These people don't lied about my life. These people did this. These people did that. And it put me into that victim mentality. But it's just like now, everything is not what it seems. No matter what somebody tries to put on you, it's up to the universe and God about what's going to be happening, what is going to be delivered out of that. Yes, they know that you may be dealing with some things where somebody has really violated you in some kind of shape, form, or fashion. But you have to be able to allow yourself to know, how would you, if you have never gone through the things you went through, how would you have known who you truly were? I had to allow myself to think that. There's days I done sat up here and cried and try to really understand, Lord, why are you allowing these people to get away with the things that they're getting away with? Because this is all a lie. But then it was just like the videos I've made, the experience I've made, allowing myself to step out that closet. I was in my own closet of secrets, my own closet of judgments, where I allowed people's judgments to stop me from telling my truth, being scared because of what somebody was going to say to me. Now it's just like, what are you going to say? I've had people try to block me from that because they didn't want that secret to come out. They didn't want that truth to come out. But it's just for all those things, you have to know you're very protected. Nothing can touch you. You can be seen all day, but nothing can touch you. I had to allow myself to not be mad because of the things that I was lacking in my life, because these people tried to make sure I had nothing whatsoever. But it's just, the fact is, they didn't realize I had everything. I had everything, and it's just like sometimes people they know your schedule more than you do. And you have to tell them thank you, because everything that they're doing to you, if they don't allow you to stay more focused on where you're trying to be, don't talk about, oh, I'm ready to go. I used to be like that. I said everything in the book, I was ready to go. Because see, if you're doing that, that means you're trying to run from something. These are the things that you have to allow that to sit in. Because you're going to get your blessings. You already done won the war. But like they said, you have to be able to allow yourself to align yourself with what you're trying to manifest, because it's already manifested. But they want you to know it's manifested. So you have to allow yourself to let go of what those things are around you. That's distractions. I was just saying that the other day about them daggone distraction. When you get your whispering purpose, and I had to give a big ups to that credit to Miss Shannon Yvette. She got her own channel. And I listened to her, and she was saying that, I don't want to take somebody saying and not give them the credit for what they were saying, and it's very true. You will have those distractions in your life because you have a powerful purpose in this world. Don't fear because of what somebody has done to you. You've been with me long enough. What has happened to me. What has been going on in my life. It's not easy, especially when you have a family member that's out in the public eye like that. Many things is being said, and all you can do is just sit here and just focus on yourself. That's enough strength for yourself, because that's a lot of distractions that's going on around me. But the blessing is on the inside. Even though you may have took away the flesh, I got the spirit. My dad's with me all the time. It's just, it took that death to sever everything that they tried to separate me and him from. I get more, more blessings of information, of elements on different things after he passed away. So even though that was a messed up situation that was going through, the devil tried to take him away from me, but that only brought him closer. People that didn't really care for him, that was in my so-called family, but it was a reflecting of truth. I just told my adopted father a few weeks ago, thank you for everything you did. I can't stay mad at you, because being mad at you makes me you, and I'm damned if I ever be you. But I'm grateful for what you did, because for what you did, I got a YouTube channel. For what I went through and all that struggle from even YouTube trying to keep my videos not going out because of the pandemic or whatever it was going on. I want to just completely say it was YouTube, but whatever elements was going on, it pushed me out to start sharing my videos on Facebook. And then after I got off for that for a while and just getting excited because I'm allowing myself to step out that line of comfort, even though it scared the hell out of me, it was more exciting than anything. Then when I started sharing that on there, I started sharing them on the groups on Facebook. Then there's so many people that love my videos. There's so many people that are knowing, that there are Heyokas, or there's some that was Heyokas, but just trying to find their tribe. It's like that. We all spread out on the world. There was many people coming back and tell me, Roslynn, you don't hear too much on the Heyoka thing, about different things that we struggle with. I've gone through the internet, or I've gone on YouTube. You're the only one who's doing them hard like that. And the universe had me doing it for a long time. I did videos on Wiccans and pagans and, Incas, whatever. Then I did videos on INFJs. I did videos on twin flames. I did videos on indigos. All these different things in my life that they had me, like shedding faucets on. It was like the more I opened myself up, it was like a pedal, you know, that was just steady unfolding. And I was learning more and more stuff about myself. But I had to go through that traumatic circumstance for me to be able to find out about myself. So you have to be able to see it as a blessing. Yes, it's a tragic thing that you can go through, that people take their time out their day to do that. That lets you know they love you. Even though they act like they hate you, this is more about them, because they don't want to see you shine. They see that light in you, and they try to cripple it any kind of way they can slice it. They trying to go ahead and take that out, because they want what you have. They can't take that. No matter how much you put your energy in that, you're putting your energy in something that is not even worth putting your energy in. And I put a post up, and I have to tell myself that at times, why you want to argue with somebody who's never, is not on a mature level to understand what you saying. They know what they did. They ain't going to admit what they did. You can't even worry about what people saying out on the street about you. If people really care about you and love you the way they say they do, they're going to know what is a lie, what is the truth. And it's just like, I've been hearing different people telling me, Roslynn, I'm going through this, or, I went through this situation. And a lot of times tragedies have to take place in your life to see who is really there for you. And it's messed up that you have to go through things like that. And I've said that, I've had to learn on the hardship. When I found out who my father was, all my so-called ace boom coons and my ride or dies, they just died the hell off. And it was the most hurtful thing, because these are a lot of people that I've been there for, or we were raised in together. That was it. But then it was like, when I found out my truth, when you feel like you cannot manipulate somebody, you the most hated person in the world. And that's okay. I'd rather be hated for you not being able to manipulate me anymore than than people respecting me, because the fact is, I stood up for myself. And you have to stand up for yourself, because if you don't stand up for yourself, you'll fall for anything, but allow yourself to back up. I have to remind myself that anytime a negative aspect of your life is trying to come back to just distract you from your focus of purpose, focus of blessings, focus of manifestations that you're trying to bring into your life, allow yourself to say, this is not even longer a part of my life anymore. This is not even on the same level I am. I can't even watch certain videos on, or anything anymore that has something to do with like gossip. Like, if I can talk to my friends about something, it's not even about girl or dude, did you hear about this and this and this and that? If it's not something that is positive that's going on, even there are certain times I bring something up and I'm like, hey, They ain't even a part of me anymore. I get upset with myself, like, why'd you go back there? But it's okay. But that lets you know you're evolving. As soon as I said that, my damn chills start coming back up. But when you're going through that, you have evolved so much. You will know when you're evolving, because there's a lot of things you used to do you can't even do no more. It don't even feel right in your spirit to even do it anymore. And you have to tell that thank you. We can sit up here and fuss and bust all day about what we don't have, or what folks have done, or what they're trying to do. They can't try to do nothing if you don't let them. You're protected. They can't hurt you. There are so many times people done plotted my daggone death out, trying to take me out, and they got pissed off because it didn't happen. They were trying to drive me a suicide. Like I've said, I've been here for a long time. I've said I've tried to commit suicide a couple of times. Hell, I've died a couple of times and came back. God, like, nah, I ain't ready for you. I told my friends I was gonna get me a tattoo saying that the devil's too scared of me and got a restraining order, and God just don't like me. He don't want me. But that's okay, because God knew I had a purpose. Universe knew I had a purpose on what I was doing. And it took me, like I said, it took me a long time to not be angry and my mom's ex-husband. It took me a long time to not be angry because of the things he did and why he did it, or when I was going through a very toxic ending in my relationship. And I tell him all the time, yeah, I might have some negative things to say about you, but you're the biggest blessing, because all the things you put me through, and I'm not going to say it was always him, because I did some things too. I'm not going to, that's one thing, when and you're allowing your growth to come in, you're going to admit there are certain times I was quick with the mouth. I done been quick with the hands and be quick to throw something. I've been like that. And those are the things. If I already see like I'm plotting your death out, let me go ahead and walk away, because orange ain't the new black for me. It ain't even worth my time. Allow myself to come in here now. It's like I feel some type of way. I got that what's the new song? It's called Already by Beyonce. Boy, it had me. I was over here dancing to it right before I started doing videos, and got me all hyped up. When you're allowing yourself to apply your energy, when you feeling like you're at a low moment in your life where there's just things that's not going right, we're going to have those days. Allow yourself to rewind, reset yourself. You got to be able to reset. Realize those are real lies. You realizing those real lies. What you about to get pissed off about is a lie. What you about to get pissed off about is an illusion, because that's what the devil's trying to bring back into your life. I got folks out here, like I said, I got on, IG. Somebody already had a daggone IG account in my name already. And I'm just like, what the hell? And, but that was okay, because see, I had my old Facebook that was attached to that. They were trying to monitor me there. You know what I'm saying? But that made me go ahead and get me a whole new monitor. That's why I told people I don't even use that no more, but I keep it open for my messenger. So I use my messenger on that. So if you sent me any kind of friend requests and stuff like that, I go to it every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like to say that everybody's out there to get me. I got to get to know you first. I got to get to know you first. And then when I feel you like that, because there's a lot of people that can come into my life, and there's a lot of them that are they're attached to them type of folks that's already out there, that's doing stuff, and they coming in for the wrong reasons. But I tell people, you got to respect that with me, especially with my situations going on. You have to respect that. I put my time out. I put my people reflect on what kind of business they got going on that they don't talk about. And it's just like, when I allow myself to really sit and see the things that has taken place in my life, even though it may have been, like I said, I don't wish nothing I'm going through to wish that on even my worst enemy. And with this situation, I got a lot of them. I would never do that, because I said, even if I was to give you just an inch of what I've gone through, you wouldn't have been able to make it as much as I have. That's why you can't stand me, because everything that I've gone through in my life, I don't even bring up half of that stuff. I would tell people, if you want to know, go back to some of my old videos when I first started, because I'll talk about the depth of the things that I've went through, and it is just like, I've came so far. I came so far. This situation has got me out of my element. I'm no longer scared. I'm doing podcasting. I'm allowing myself to have all different type of social media sites and sharing my podcast as well as my videos, or even posts that be able to help people. I got a community page. If you've been with me for a while, you see I got a community page up here on YouTube where I put out different things where it helps you, cleanse your aura, or it cleanses your vibration, or something that, about which ones are blocked on your chakras and stuff like that. Or I send something out because you may be tired, you're going through a lot of stuff and you're trying your hardest not to give up. Yes, there's going to be days where you get fed up. There's going to be days you're going to be pissed off at God, and you're going to be pissed off at the universe, looking like, look, you don't ask me to purge all this stuff. You're trying to get me to decipher stuff, giving me all these goddamn numbers. I don't know what all this means. I'm just trying to sit up here and live, and you got me dealing with this and telling me, no, be patient. Think happy thoughts. So I'm like, you know what, I can show you a happy thought, but then you got to say pause for calls, because these folks ain't got your life in your hand, but God do. Don't make him mad, because he already where he got to be at. He trying to get you there. You've done this before, but they just had to wipe your brain out, wipe your memory out, because you weren't supposed to know what you're dealing with, because you're dealing with so many different things. You trying to heal yourself. You still dealing with old process stuff just from your old lives. So you dealing with all them elements as well. There's a lot of us that got addictions that we're trying to fight to not go back to. You know what I'm saying? Don't be so hard on yourself. With my situation, I'll be ready to, I can be honest, and I'll be telling God, and you have to allow yourself to be honest, like, why is this situation still aggravating me? You got to be honest with that, because you're not dealing with it by yourself, even though at times you feel like you're by yourself. You have to be real with it. Yes, I'm still stumbling with this situation because these people, did something to me, and you haven't corrected that yet. You don't know what they're correcting in their life. You got to be just worried about what's being corrected in your life. When I see my situation and I see things going on around me, I see them. And I said, my ego will not allow me to laugh. My ego won't allow me to mock. My ego won't allow me to cry or even get mad. All I can do is just focus on my blessings. That's all you can do, because right now your mind is manifesting so much right now. That energy is high. So you want to make sure your energy is high, is on that positive high. You know what I'm saying? There's too many things that's coming into your life. There's too many things that's been taken out. But if they've been taken out, they weren't supposed to no longer be there in the first place. Because if it's meant for you, it will still be for you, regardless on what people are trying to do to you. Yes, there's times that you're going to be pressed. There's times you're going to be stressed. But those are the things that is coming towards you because you got blessed. All those things, those S's, you know what I'm saying? You got so many different things that's in your life that is opening doors right now. If you have to cut cords on meditations, you do that. You got to get your daggone crystals and stuff. You to do all that stuff, you do that. If there's a negative memory that comes back up, allow yourself to release that and replace that with a positive. You got to still start keep on exercise in your mind to change how you view things, change what you allow yourself to put your energy on. I have to tell myself that all the time, because I've really been through some brutal stuff. And it's just like, when you have gone through it, you already know what I'm talking about. If you have gone through some stuff with family, it's different than folks out on the street, because you ain't got to see them every day. But when it comes to folks that's in your family that has done stuff, that hurts worse than anything. But also, if allow yourself to see this, if you don't think about nothing else, that shows you're a lot more stronger, because it's like anybody in the street, you can dismiss them, cut them off in a minute. But family, it takes a lot to cut them off, because a lot of times we feel like it's family that we need to still keep in that connection. I'm going to tell you, hell to the no, you do not. You can cut that off. When I say, I mean, I have family out here that knows about me, and I don't have any kind of attachment to them, but I don't think anything wicked about them people, because they working with what they got right now, like I'm working with what I got. And it's just like, when you are being put in a position, there'll be so many things that'll make you crumble. But when you're crumbling, it's crumbling away from the things that's no longer attached to your life. It will make you feel like you are losing everything. You done missed out on something, like a blessing just done went past you. No, it has not. It's always going to be there. But well, let me not allow myself to say it's always going to be there. You won't have that choice, because it's at that point. It's a now or never type situation, because it's already yours. Universe has, that confidence in you, like, you know what, this already in the bag. And I know they may be struggling with it right now, but allow yourself. We're gonna have those that you see how that light just flashed. So that's obviously, that's a confirmation. We're all going through different things. You got to be able to breathe through that, but you have to allow yourself to know these people are coming into your life. Soon as I said it again, that they're gonna light start flashing. You know, you're going through these things to trigger you out of your old triggers. You know, you're going through these things to break you out of those old habits of wanting to retaliate, be able to have the last say. Because a lot of times when no response is the best response you can give folks like that. Those are your fans in denial. No matter how much they hate you, it ain't even about you. They hate themselves. They wish they had what you have. You know, they living through their pain. You're releasing through yours. You growing through yours. They have that choice to do that. They choose not to, but you have that choice. You have no choice but to do that, because that's what you came here for. You know, we all got a story to tell. We all have burdens that we have bared. There's a lot of times we cry behind closed doors, and that's fine. When you're allowing yourself to know and say, you promising yourself every day, if that's your affirmation, there's one thing I'm getting over today. There's one thing that I'm getting over, but I'm going to be grateful because the fact that I went through this. And you have to really tell yourself this. If you didn't go through this, you would have never known the depth of yourself. If you ain't never struggled, you would have never know how strong you were. If you never lacked on anything, you would never be working so hard to make sure you ain't lacking nothing else. All these things, these struggles are a blessing to you. All these things you have went through, these people that came into your life and wanting to rip it all apart, they ripped it all apart just for the benefit of you. Because if they didn't do this, you would have never known the caliber that you have unless you went through it. Because if everything came to you as a blessing, you would never know what a struggle was. Then you would probably lose out on a lot of things. You wouldn't even know what a blessing was if you ain't never been through some type of struggle, financially, emotionally, mentally, sexually, you know, all these things. You have to make your own happiness. Happiness is not going to come through sex. Happiness is not going to come through money. Happiness is going to come from within. I had to allow myself to know that. I've been celibate for almost close to 4 years. You know, I didn't have to be that way. You know, I could have, but I didn't. It wasn't that point, because I had to love myself more. I can't be worried about distractions, because it's just like when you get some money and saying, "Oh, I'm gonna be happy if I buy this." Okay, then when that's gone or whatever, you know, you get bored with that situation. Then you're trying to find some more happiness. You're never gonna be satisfied. Or it's just like that when you lay down with somebody, you're not gonna be satisfied. You may be satisfied for that minute, but it's not gonna be something that's gonna give you something to life. You know, that love that you give yourself. You know, like I said the other day, I almost got teared up when I said it. When you want love, you have to become your own first love. You know what I'm saying? You have to be able to allow every trial and tribulation to come out as a blessing of elevation. That's what it is. Because it's tearing you away from all those patterns and all those old habits that are non existent with you anymore. You're raising your consciousness. You're starting to allow yourself to follow with your intuition. Because, see, I started this video and I seen myself by the curve and started saying something. I said, you know what? This ain't even in my vibe. Let me allow myself to reset and retort and go back. You know, and I'm saying, you know, and I'm good. I'm good, because it's like all these situations I'm going through, I can talk bad about everybody all day. They're doing that in the street with me now, and I really don't care. But I say thank you, because everything that you have done to me has allowed me to get out my element. Everything that you have done to me allowed me to know your validation about me don't mean nothing to me. It's about how I validate myself. Even though there's so much love I gave people and they didn't giving it to me back, it's how I gave love to myself. When people did, you know, want to block me from my inspirations, I believed in myself, and I'm still doing it. You can see me all day. There may be many people out there that hate what I'm doing, but you can come up on yours too. It's not even about me being arrogant. It's not about me feeling like, oh, because I'm such and such daughter, I'm better than somebody. I tell people all the time, my situation has humbled me. My dad is my dad. I'm me. You know what I'm saying? I want my dad to be proud of me. I'm not trying to live in his shadow. I'm not trying to bank off of this because of who my father is. I'm not banking off of nothing, because I know the fact is there's somebody out there can relate to the struggles I went through. And you have to be able to allow yourself to see every struggle you went through, and you're still here to live to tell it, is the strength beyond all understanding that even your haters wouldn't even understand. because the fact is they're not like that. They feel like they're justified to go ahead and wreck shop on everybody's lives because they seek satisfaction out of that. Now that's a pure weakness to me. That is a pure weakness to me. People are like, Roslynn, I don't want to cry because that's showing them that's showing weakness. No, it's not. Because you're coming in tune to what is made you in your emotions, and that's strength. And a lot of people don't want to do that. There's times y'all done heard me say, I hate crying on camera. I do. I'll be sitting up here like, because I be in my element. And there's a lot of times I'll be like that, but a lot of times it's not even about faking funk or getting likes or getting views. But when somebody can sit up here and be vulnerable in front of you, that lets you know this person is just like me. You're an empath. You know when somebody trying to be fake, like, oh, it's not even about that, because I feel y'all's energy. There's a lot of times I sit here and cry when you tell me, Roslynn, I stopped doing this because I was watching your videos. Roslynn, you allowed me to see something in my life that I was too blind to see, or it was like I was living so much in my pain. I don't get off on getting a big head because of that, but that lets me know right there, that's an instant reflection on that was the purpose I had to go through my tragedy. My tragedy is like very hard to me. There's days I sit here and still cry about my dad. And there's things that people come back and tell me that lets me know that they got love for my dad as well as they got love for me. And that lets me know that's something real. You have to be able to allow yourself to know you are more bigger than is what is placed on you. You are much stronger than the things that are trying to hold you back. You got that vibe that's vicious, that you can cut through anything that somebody's trying to place on you, because it's already written that you were going to get over that anyway. But you had to be able to reflect that within yourself. I have to do it to myself a lot of times because there's things that I'm lacking, or there's things that people are purposely putting in my way to try to distract me. But then I'm like, you know what? Thank you, because this is allowing me to be successful in my blessing. Not being successful as being famous, but it's allowing me to step out of shadows. It's allowing me to recognize my light. It's allowing me to love myself more. It's allowing myself to validate myself on knowing I can raise the bar to what I want on any challenges. I'm not allowing myself to be limited by what is being placed on me, because regardless on, I'm rich within everything. You can be a homeless person and still be rich, because it doesn't take somebody like that. Money is not everything, but when you're rich in your soul, there's nothing that can touch you. You're every day when you're allowing yourself to grow, every day when you're allowing yourself to love. Even with my situation, I mean, I may be, at my feelings about that, but it's just like, you know what? I love you for that. You have to be able to show love and compassion towards your enemies, because when you allowing yourself to place hate on it, because I had hate for my enemies. I mean, I wish them bad. Like Cardi B said, I'm gonna wish bad on you. But why? I see what's going on around me, and I can't even imagine the ones that I can't see. God allows me to see what's going on, when it comes into my circle of what I'm going through. And it's like, I just look, and I can't stay focused on that. I have to just stay focused on me, because I see all the blessings that's coming through on my way just because of the hard times I've had. But allow yourself, you need to be at peace. Your heart needs to be still. Your mind needs to be calm, because I know there's a lot of times at night we go to bed with worries and woes that we really wish we can just dissolve. There's times where it constantly feels like your heart is breaking. But these things are doing that for a reason, to break you out of your sadness, to break you out of your depression, your anxiety, because you are stronger than you allow yourself to give credit. And I have to tell myself that, look at all the things you have gone through, Roz. I got to tell myself that, look at all the things you have gone through. Look at where you're trying to go, and you're allowing yourself to do that. I raise the bar every day on what I do. And I'm allowed to allow myself to, cheer myself on for those little victories. And you have to do that too, because there's a lot of times that you can be going through depression, and just for you to get up, wash your behind, brush your teeth, and get out just to go to the mailbox and come back in the house, that's a little step. Because there's a lot of times when we're dealing, we feel dealing, feelings on a deep way. So it's a lot of times it's hard to shake that. But you allow yourself to know. Tell them haters thank you. Tell them thank you, because it's allowing you to stay focused on the blessings that are heading your way. These are the things that you have earned just because of all the things that you're going through. Everything that's been robbed on you is about to come back double time. What was taken from you wasn't yours to begin with. It was only supposed to be there for that moment in time. But you have got you about to enter on stuff that you ain't even prepared yourself for. But I hope you were able to resonate with the content of this video, y'all. I want to give a post notification shout out to Diablo Ivory, Janice Pearl, Marty Nativo. I apologize, Marty. I'm gonna just say Marty. You know who I'm talking about. Nat. I'm gonna just say Marty Nat. Noah, welcome. It's so good to have you. Claire Francis, much love to you as well. And Nicole Stevens, much love to you. And Growing Through the Fire, much love to you. If you're new, welcome. So good to have you. And I will see y'all on my next video. Like and subscribe. Tell somebody about the channel. If you need to get in touch with me privately, I'll give you my information to my Twitter account. You can, DM me there. My IG account, you can DM me there. And if you want to DM me, if you got Facebook Messenger, just look me up under my name. Whatever you need to talk about is about network to a deeper purpose, understanding your deeper purpose of your spiritual, connection or whatever. And it'll be confidential. You don't have to worry about that getting out. Excuse me. If I can't, give you the information offhand, I do go up above high waters just to make sure you get a deeper understanding on what you need to do. And, know that you are truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved, and knowing there's always somebody out there praying for your better days. And I pray that everything you're trying to manifest into your life comes 100 million times more than what you expected, pray for, or even ask for. And the same thing when you receive it. And even through social distancing, make sure you give out love, light, positivity, prosperity, words, vibes, frequencies. You never know, all those things can really take somebody a long way. And I will see y'all on my next video. Much love to you. Peace. Be wild.